Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL and thank you for joining us for the penultimate round of Season 8 in Division 1. This is round 11, the US Grand Prix from the Circuit of the Americas. Joining me tonight I've got the ever reliable FTRL Panini and the surprise inclusion of champion-elect Dutch Tricks. Good evening, gents.
Good evening, man.
Afternoon.
So we've got this. So we've got an interesting dynamic tonight. We've got the possibility of the championship being clinched from the commentary box. That being an FTRL first, I believe.
I think so as well. Yeah.
We also have the return of a Mr. FTRL Aaron, who, in no uncertain terms, is the league owner. So,
yeah, said he was going to. Yeah, said he was going to take a break, but he just couldn't help himself, could he?
He just lost racing, I think. I agree with him. So.
Oh, some novel tire races going on. Mixture of softs and ultra softs. Got Aaron in the chat saying that he's back. Yes, we can see your banana on track, Aaron. So have fun. Don't bin it. Michael C saying come on Revers. So Revers has already got his fan club out and is he on track yet? Yes he is. Revers fan club are notorious now. Follow him everywhere.
Yeah, pretty soon we're going to start seeing Come On Ravers banners in the grandstands.
Oh, Tico lost it. Nice outlet.
Oh, I don't know what you want to be doing on those ultra soft tyres. I mean, it's one way to warm them up, I suppose, but...
I mean, it's an extreme measure to warm them up.
Is it Lee Beatman in the chat from Team Ravers? Again, another Team Ravers member. And City Porsche reckon Flexit is going to have a strong night.
Well, he needs a strong night. He needs a maximum score to take the championship to the final round next week in Brazil.
He needs to take 4 at least and win. 4 is the first thing he wants. So.
That you boys can do maths because I'd have no idea who was doing what. So. So who do you reckon's going to get pole then? I mean, Flexus has to go for it. Is anybody else going to challenge him? Who do we reckon?
I think Tico and JB has also a really good shot at it, and Shaq as well. So I expect a close battle.
I was going to say, if there's a man that knows about Div1's pace, it's the Dutchman in the commentary booth.
Zach currently fastest on 30.9. The Oxox on a 31.1. And Bran on a 31.6. Flexit's invalidated. I think Cornercut's going to be a massive thing, right? Both with invalidating laps and getting time penalty in the race.
Well, I think in the performance race a couple of weeks ago, didn't 2 drivers get disqualified?
Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if I'm surprised I didn't get disqualified.
Alexis got 1 disqualified in the performance race last Wednesday. Going too slow when he was pitting, so.
I was trying to sneaky look, and Plexus has actually invalidated this and next lap. So, not the news he wants to be seeing. People are sneaking down the 31 flat.
JB is starting his lap now, so see what he can do.
Well, further to one of Pagani's comments in the chat earlier, let's see if Aaron can remember how to drive.
And JB accommodated.
I don't think I already validated just to prove the point. He has indeed invalidated his first lap. Good start, Aaron. Keep it up. Joe Burton's in 7th, which knowing him is probably as high as he'll probably end up. He's not.
I saw
one
him
lap special.
was close behind Ravers, but he didn't have a good first sector, so he can improve a lot.
Someone say Ravers. Let's see what he's up to.
Oh, we've got another team there in the chat. Well, it looks like he's well edited 2 laps so far. He has indeed. What I am going to say is this pit lane is very awkward. In the practice race, there was a few guys that went straight on him and back on the track, and all sorts was happening.
I once had a league race here, and I crashed into the pit lane.
Oh, you Mac caused it. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, it was in qualifying, but
Well, that's going to make Matt Cause feel a hell of a lot better about himself.
I think someone else.
JB, just to prove the point.
Yeah.
What is... What?
I think he's disqualified, isn't it? No. Don't know what
I'm
he
not
was doing.
entirely sure what that driving was. It wasn't particularly steering.
No.
Yeah, that's how you take the pit
Coming
entry.
into the penultimate corner. Oh, he's entering.
Good bad news for anybody in qualifying. JB managed to take out the pit lane speedboard. So,
Pagani,
it's
have you seen the stream comments?
right.
Perfect timing, Matt Cause. Welcome.
I was looking at JB's comment in the stream. Mate, I've had too much cock damn Tuesday. Okay. Good for you, JB. Maybe have a bit less next time if that's what happens to your driving. But, you know, as long as you're not lagging, I don't care. So, there you go. Have a good one. Oh, Flex, it's a little too soft.
I think Lexus has to go for the other sauce if you want pole position.
Of course, asking, is all boost the softs actually possible?
Not if you.
Lexus can pull it off. He's very good on his tires normally, so.
I was going to say, if you go through tyres like I do, then no, it isn't.
I was going to say, for Team Banana, it's impossible. Tico's just starting his second lap. Hammer Time is going for a Plexit win in chat.
Lexus coming to the finish line soon.
Yep, takes provisional pole.
Well, Aaron is still in pit lane, so I'm going to guess he wants to do one lap on his super softs. Maybe, or he's forgotten what the button is to get out of pit lane. I'm not sure.
Tico has to find another 3 to 4 tenths to put it on provisional pole.
I mean, you obviously practice a lot with Tico, and he's obviously a teammate. Do you reckon he can get those 3 tenths to challenge Brexit?
Yeah, it seems Brexit's are a pretty good lad. I have faith in Tico, so I hope he can pull it off. Or Shaq. And Tico and I actually don't practice a lot normally, so.
I think the Saubers were doing the slipstream trick.
Behind,
Ox was tucked up behind Catty, and Cat moved out of the way at the end of the back straight.
Every time I click on JB's car, it hasn't technically been on track, so.
I think he got out again on his soft tires, so. And he's pitting again. So.
Ox to the line, goes third.
He misses the pit lane once again. So.
Yeah, JB's missed pit lane entry again. He's obviously been watching too many Matt Cars videos. got Bran in the chat saying hi. I mean, he's doing well at the moment in P6. He's had a sort of coming on form lately. He's always been up there, just having some unfortunate incidents in the races, but it'd be nice to see him have a good one today.
Madcore's calling Aaron an idiot in the stream comments.
Yeah. I did wonder when Madcore would turn against Aaron, and we haven't finished qualifying yet, so.
Yeah, having to dig at the league owner could be hazardous to your status as a FTRL driver. I don't know.
To be fair, if he doesn't stop bottling it, I'll finish in front of him in Div 2. So, I mean, I don't want to be in Div 1, so stop bottling it, Madcore. There you go. Right. So JB, guys, I've got way too and can't feel my fingers. I ain't gonna do good la my alpha. Okay, JB. To be honest, I can't really tell the difference from your normal driving. Sorry. I mean, normally your car lags all over the screen, so I mean, now it's not lagging, it's just bad driving. So there you go. At least people know to avoid your car now. It's not going to be teleporting in front of them, it's just going to be there on purpose. There you go. I think Matt Cause needs to have a private chat with Aaron. I mean, if he's that much part of his life, you might want to get engaged to Matt Cause rather than listening.
But should on P2, 1/10 of Brexit.
I think Zach sort of floated under the radar this year.
Yeah.
He's always been there or thereabouts in every single race. I mean, he had an issue with Austria which cost him, put him a lap down. He missed 1 or 2 races when he was on holiday, but other than that, I think he's either been 3rd or 4th in every other race. It's...
In what position is he now actually in the standings?
Was he 3rd?
Yeah, he's in 3rd. With around 30 points gap to Remco, who's in 4th.
It looks very odd not having a Dutch trick like in the top 3 in qualifying. It's freaking me out, man.
Well, it's unusual not to have a Dutch tricks on the Div 1 grid, because I don't think he's actually missed a race ever.
No. We're still technically not missing a race. He's commentating on the race. He's still here. He's not...
Well, yeah, that's true enough.
well, Aaron's managed to get out from the first sector without invalidating. So.
Did your mic break up then, or did you belch mid-sentence?
I believe my mic broke up. I hope so. I don't think I belched, but.
Right, so it's just Aaron, Gilles, JB, and Lennon yet to set a lap time. Aaron's currently on his flying lap on the super soft.
Lennon coming out of the pitch.
Yeah, he always leaves it late, Lennon, and then tends to bottle qualify anyhow. So. Alright, I can say this about Lennon because I've been racing the longest out of anybody in this league. So. Nah, I was having a joke on with him earlier, and he's still gonna give it his all to try and stay in Div 1, so all props to him if he can do it.
Yep, I think Aaron's invalidated. Aaron invalidated another lap.
Aaron, I know you haven't raced for a while, but top tip, keep it on the black bit. There you go. It's not black really, it's grey. Everyone's in the session 11th, so don't really good.
So it looks like everyone's on their outlaps at the moment.
Well, I'm gonna think that Aaron invalidated another lap with the way he went through sector 1. He did. So
Tico's coming to an end of his lap. He has time to do another lap, so I think he's doing another lap. The other invalidated lap.
yeah, Leftis has just started his final lap.
Yep. Yep, Co-Andy in the chat. Not enjoying the track limits.
I wasn't really close to where he was going to get another lap. Ooh, Zach must have validated, so he's retired. Aaron doesn't make it, so he doesn't set a lap time when he's retired. Not got the best position, man. Fletcher is getting a slipstream of Remco, but he's not.
Yeah, he's got traffic here. This ain't good. Both Force Indias in unison just go straight on to get out of the way.
I'm going to guess that they're all in a party. And
yeah.
That. Remco's playing in the grass. He goes in the last sector.
Yep, Plexits is round final corner. Can he improve? No.
Ooh, that could be an validation from Tico. Wide at the penultimate corner. We've got no ERS left.
Well, he improved, but stays third.
Ox has knocked both front wheels off. JB is travelling at 6 mile an hour in the pit lane, so he might get disqualified at this rate. He's now stopped. I think that's everybody good.
Yeah, well, JB did get a lap in. He went P6 on the super soft tyre. The only man in the top 6 to be on the super soft tyre.
So far, Galactus has done all he needs to.
Yep. Championship lives.
Aaron not with a strong showing on his comeback with no time set. JB can't even remember the lap that he set, so if you're starting in front of him on the grid, I'd watch out if I were you, just in case. I'd also watch if you were behind him in case his car doesn't move off the line. Just putting that out there. My cause antagonising Aaron again. So, Plexit's Paul, Zach P2, Tigo 3rd, Oxox 4th, Remco 5th, JB in 6th on the Supers, Rivers in 7th, which is good from him, Chicken Dude in 8th, Bran in 9th, Catamese in 10th, which is good for him for first top 10 in a while, I think, since he got Paul, Cress 11th, Lennon 12th, Joe 13th, Go Andy 14th, Aaron 15th, and Super Jills in 16th.
Thank you, Pagani.
Yeah. It's the first one I've done, so I might as well give it a go. It looks like it's a bit less cloudy than it was in qualifying. Is that right, isn't it? So Aaron missed the line by 2 seconds. Starting on the lap, so and then nice to see his timing still as impeccable as ever. Roger said there's a lot of people starting in the top 10 on those ultra soft tyres, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with strategy today.
I don't think that's someone knocking at the door, Matt, because that would be my... I think that's my neighbour doing some DIY. Inconsiderate bastard.
I like the PG reference there.
Yeah, well, it's not 9 PM yet.
Everyone outside the top 10 starting on the softs, only not Jills, who's put it on the super softs.
Jibby's been disqualified from the formation lap.
Did he get off the line?
I don't know.
Joy saying
just
Ferrari 1-2, so
just try not to kill everybody, okay? Just there you go. If you don't kill everybody and you finish the race, you can have another drink. There you go. There you go. Tico running very wide on the formation now. So who do we reckon is going to be the top 3 finishers in this race then, boys?
seems Plexus is pretty quick, so I think he will win. With Tico in 2nd and Fox in 3rd, I think.
I think the top 3 as they are.
Right, I'm gonna go optimistic here, right? Alright, hang on. I'm going to say that the boys starting on the soft tyre are going to be quite quick at the end compared to the guys that start on the ultras. So I'm going to say Coandy to win, followed by Cress, and then a fight for the last podium position between Aaron and Joe Burns, who crash into each other, which lets Lennon get on the podium. There you go. Now, if that comes to fruition, I want £1 million. I should also put the lottery on if that comes to fruition. I mean, bloody hell.
Hammer time saying Plex, it's Tico in the 2nd, 3rd.
Matt Cause thinks Ravers is the Division 1 replica of Willie Tix. Guy Carp said Willie Tix has got pace going into the corners, which is not wrong. But I've got awful cameras. I hope you have a better one, so.
No. Well, we'll go with this one. 5 lights are out, and we're away in America.
We're starting from now.
Yeah, Plexit has held position nicely. The top 3 are as they were.
Super Jill's got a good start, gaining pole positions into the first corner.
Yep, Aaron's been super cautious through the opening corners and dropped to the back. Jules is up 4 places.
Clean opening.
Oh, there's some carbon fibre gone.
Still using no traction, so he's come back basically with very little practice using no traction. So I'm going to guess he's just hoping to finish tonight.
Tico's had to go defensive on Ox.
Are in health position from challenging Andy.
Blake sits in second, pretty good start of the race. Already 1 second gone from Tico.
Two boys running wide, so track limits are going to be tested tonight, I reckon.
Not much position changes in the first lap.
Got Aaron on the back of Phil Burns, and there's no love lost between these two adders. They're not afraid to fight each other on track. I want to guess they'll be in a party together, but doesn't always help.
Well, Katamise has continued his trend of making positions off the start. Of course, picked up his first points of the season last week with a 5th place in Russia.
Div1's got pole. Got the very first point. Race points.
I believe that was Germany, if I remember right. Don't know, I could be guessing.
Yeah, I think it was Germany. I think he and Ox locked out the front row, didn't they, there?
Yeah, they went for the ultra softs. Everyone else went for the soft tires.
Brand looking for a way past Cat.
Rivers in the back of JB. I wouldn't say JB's struggling, but he's 7/10 away from Remco now, and Rivers is 1/10 behind him. Obviously on those super tyres compared to the ultras for Rivers. Everyone's looking fairly chill at the moment. I mean, it's fairly as you were, sort of. But it is very difficult to follow a car in front through that first sector. But yeah, he's already. Oh,
The penalties are in already.
Tico and Brand. Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. Naughty, naughty Aaron.
I think the first sector kills a lot of penalties for some people.
I've just seen him cut a corner and it wasn't even tried to hide it. Late and cut. Like, I think you know better from doing commentary. Like, we can see what you're doing, Aaron. So stop cutting corners. There you go. Ox is fairly close to Tico.
JB running wide. As he's on that tackle for Ravers.
Super Jules did put a move on Lennon into turn 12, but ran deep and Lennon got the place back.
One guess turn 12 is the end of the straight.
It is indeed.
Ravers putting pressure to JB. He's making some small mistakes. So.
Very wide. On the penultimate corner. I think Rivers doesn't want to be stuck behind JB for very long on his ultra softs. I mean, they've already lost 2 seconds to Remco.
Brand's up the inside of Cat into 1.
He has check left.
Oh, that's like that.
As Remco picks up a first penalty.
I do hope he doesn't turn back and there's a lap down again.
I saw the red market on his name when I was on board with Tico. Then he left.
So Brexit is currently on a pause at the top with a 2.8 second run.
Brennan should go at Cat. Around the outside he goes. Cat's defending very well.
I was going to say, it is possible to go around the outside at the end of the straight, but you've got to trust in the guy in front not just running straight out
He
the road.
dived him back. Now he got him. Cat did have a better exit, so. Side by side, so.
Yep, Cat's back in front.
Oh, Lennon lost it. With Jules overtaking him. Oh, Lennon gave a slide tap. Oh, with Lennon, Jules.
Brand's gone
Went
for
over
it.
the wall. A sec joined.
Oh, Joe Burns
Oh,
is
Joe.
on the inside Jills.
Brand and Cat are side by side in the S's. Good driving and Brand's ahead.
Guy, trying to overtake it. Just looking for a gap, but didn't find it.
Joe Burns is not going to be happy with that. That's going to be a fun
I
party
think
today.
Lennon as well. He got swiped out a little bit by Jules.
Ox is going to try and move on Tico at the end of the straight.
Zach is back in his car. We've dropped all the way down to 10th place.
This
Ox
is
on
very
the
good for
outside.
Plexus' race.
There's a flat
3.7 seconds already
Yeah. That is
between Plexus and Ox already.
Chicken Dude and Bran. Chicken on the outside. Inside for. Oh, Bran's gone for it. Oh, he's Daniel Ricciardo'd it inside Academies. Chicken's gone back on the outside.
JB is lagging a little bit. Seen on the radar screen. Yeah, he's
JB 's
cutting a lot of corners, so I think JB will get a penalty pretty soon.
I mean, it's heartbreak for Zach down to 10th place when you're running second fairly convincingly. It's damage limitation for me. Oh, Chicken Dude's got past Cat.
Yeah, Cat just drove into the back of him there.
And Zach's got past Bran. And Tico's picked up the penalty.
Thomas asking if the Constructors Champions already won by McLaren, with me not racing, but McLaren already won it with Team 12 not racing today. So.
Yeah, our resident math man, aka Sai in the box, worked it out. But he's good at stuff like that. I mean, if I did it, I mean, I'd have probably won an arm in Div 2, so there you go.
Well, we've got the traditional FTRL train going on. Got several cars all within half a second of one another, from Chicken Guy all the way down to Co-Andy.
Aaron's been very patient at the moment.
And Tico is struggling with his pace. Already 2 seconds down on Oxox and he's spitting. Oh, almost lost it into the pit lanes.
Goy Carp's come up with a statement that Plexus is better than Bottas. Can't really go so bad.
Tico going to the soft tires.
Both went up. No. Cat is a bit late. Cat's
Joe's in the pit as well, and he was on the soft tires. So he has front wheel change.
Oh, Aaron's bit spun.
Oh no. Did he do that himself, or was it?
I think he may have been helped.
Oh.
He was behind
That's a strange
Cress.
place to lose it.
He was behind Cress and side by side with Bran, and I think the three of them battling.
That was a very strange black to put it into the wall. There must have been contact, I think. I have to say, the Ravens has some good pace, keeping up with JB and putting him under pressure.
Zach drove dick and chicken dude. And Super Jills was completely off track.
Yeah, well, he made a very bold move on both Haas cars there and just overcooked it.
Flex is pitting also.
So Aaron's come into the chat and just said, "Wow." So obviously something has occurred.
Ox doing one more lap on his ultra soft tire.
Yep, Ravers has carried on the ultras as well.
Flex is on the saw, rim corner saw.
I think they will go to the end on these soft tires.
Back on the saw. Showman's putting corners now. I think it's the admin team is we just can't drive.
So, Cat's gone on to another set of ultras.
So Cat's going for his way to stop then.
Yep.
I mean, it's worked for him a couple of times in performance, but I don't think it is likely to work in Div1 as much. Ox is in pit lane.
I imagine Ravers will go. Right, JB pits and Ravers doesn't. So, I'm gonna say it. Ravers Revenge is leading a race.
I think he's making a screenshot.
Cue the Ravers fan club to go absolutely mental.
Red flag decision.
Yeah, that's it. End the race now.
And Aaron has got it. He went to go around the outside into their section and got thrown into the wall, he's saying. So.
Yep, there they are.
Lexus is right in the back of Crest now, having made a pit stop.
Ox is overkill, didn't work pretty well. Losing more time to finish it.
Yeah, and the 2 second gap that was between Ox and Tico when Tico pit is now 7 tenths.
That's what a 2-lap undercut can do around here.
I mean, you've got to think where they're going to be coming in mid-flat. Really didn't get hit. It's well away from me.
He did a good job on getting these laps, 10 tires 10 laps into the race. He's got some fresh tires to the end.
Ox is on the back of Super Jills. Yes. Oh, desync.
Yeah, I was on board with that.
Tico's got another penalty.
Looks like the Jones retired the car. So Rams came out the pit in 9th.
Yeah, he's jumped JB.
I think JB was stuck behind Chicken Guy a little bit.
I was going to say, I wonder if JB's just had a shocker of an outlap with traffic.
Chicken Guy doing the switchback.
Menard might be out the race, but he'll probably be watching the switchback, so he'll be quite happy.
And that
That'll
fast.
make Karen Dorsey
I was going to say, yeah.
35 flat.
Aaron's now looking at his TV cross-eyed because one, he'll have witnessed the switchback and that fastest lap. Oh,
Pitting later really hasn't worked for us. Equal is within half a second now.
yep. You've got Zach on the back of Cat through the S's.
And Remco is catching up to the back of Tico. Flexit is currently pulling more than second a lap on crash.
Yep.
Yeah, and he doesn't got any warning, and Oxox already got a penalty, and he got 2 penalties.
Yeah, Tico was
Got 3
very
penalties.
he was very nearly in overtaking range of Ox at the end of the straight then.
I don't know what's happened with Chicken Dude, but he's fallen a long way behind JB and is now fighting Bran. All of 5 seconds behind JB. And he's dropped behind Bran now as well.
He was in front of him.
Yeah.
He looked.
Oxford now catching at the back of Coandi. Remco is still trying to get into the back of the pack. I'm not seeing many clouds yet, so I'm going to guess it's going to stay dry.
Yeah, Tico throwing that McLaren through the S's. Almost looked like a drift car at the end of it.
Tico not the best
Oxox
runner.
wanted for this overtake offense can go and Nice. I think Oxox and Tico losing a lot of time to Plexits here, staying behind Andy and West.
Can't be helping Oxford with tyres all his 30 hours, so he's still really fighting. I mean, I know they're not as critical as what they used to be. Don't want to put undue stress on the tyres when you can help it.
Yeah, Ox to the inside.
However, he has overshot. Well, the people is now behind Coandi through their section. Oh, that was opportunity.
Well, it worked
Great
out
move by
nicely for Tico.
Chicken Dude and Bran are still side by side. I think they've been side by side since the last 2 laps.
they're losing a lot of time to JB. Already 8
Was it?
seconds behind him.
It's not helping them catch the guy in front, but... Rivers has clawed that gap to Academy. It was 2.7 or 2.9 when he came out of pit. It's now down to 1.3.
Yeah, well, Academy's on 6-lap old ultra softs.
It's coming to an end, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Raves has just taken half a second out of him down that straight.
GB with a time penalty. Do you reckon that Oxox would take crest before going into turn 1?
I think he'd want to.
He's in
Yeah, he's
low
gonna go for
ARS, so he's not really going to fight it too much.
Remco in the background on Co-Andy.
He goes in the cross to his S section again. Old tyres versus newer tyres.
Catamies goes for another lap and Ravers is all over him through the S section.
He's on the back of Cress coming up the straight. When Cress is in low ARS, so he's not going to fight it too much. He's fighting his own battle there. What you can do is when you get away from Brandon Mann, you hold 1.3 second gap on.
Oh,
Rivers and Cart.
yep. Ravers probably thought he had that done, but Cat moved back to the inside and forced his way through the door.
To be fair, Cats have a habit of doing that.
He has, yep.
I was just saying Cats in general. He put it outside, he can straight back in again, I mean. No, full left. Right, enough of that.
He's going for another lap.
I think he wants to make sure that the super soft can go to the end.
Yep.
Or on the pitch.
With JB is now in this battle. Oh, JB and Cat side by side. Oh, boys, don't do it. Boys, don't do it. Oh, they did it. Oh. Oh, God. Cameron's pulling a penalty out. City Force, you're not sure if Tico got wing damage. I was on board with the new Wallows near Crest, and I don't think he touched it.
I don't think as well.
I don't know, my eyes are getting
off
old.
his front wing.
Heatman Rivers knows he needs points tonight, no mistakes. Well, you said it, not me. So if you jinxed it's your fault. Not mine. Remco on the back of Crest now. Remco picking up another time penalty. So a lot of time penalties tonight from people I wouldn't usually expect. I mean, I'm saying that, but I'll get disqualified tomorrow, so I probably shouldn't say too much. Cameron's is finally at the pit lane. Probably a lap too late. But they obviously want a bit.
JB on Ravers.
Tico picks up another penalty. 9 seconds for him.
Oh, JB and Rivers are still side by side. Rivers is the smarter person and there's to pull out of it.
Well, stay with him, Ravers, and you'll get the DRS down the back straight.
I know I had 9 seconds of penalties after lap 4 Matt calls. I wasn't trying in practice, but I still managed to catch you and pit you into a wall because you were going that slowly. So there you go. Remco past press and then straight. I mean, at this point, it's Plexus go into the pits and get a couple of teammates. I mean, he's got time.
Rovers gets JB back. JB coming back at him.
Oh! That was late. And yeah.
Yeah, JB sensibly.
He's gone for the Ricciardo and left it a bit later than he probably should have, but nice to see him led back through. Tico is right in the back of Oxox still.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to get the run out of turn 11 onto the back straight, because when they get to the end of it he's close, but he's not close enough to put the move on Ox.
Yeah. That's something you're very good at. The exit of the corner onto a straight. I can never get close to a straight line. So.
Yeah, I can get it to work in defence. In attack... He looks closer this time. Here we go. He's gone deep.
Switchback. Oh. Tico lost it on the exit, I think.
Exactly not closing on the back of Andy.
The Rovers JB battle goes on.
Tico with another penalty. Oh, Crash going into the pits for his stop. Andy going for another lap.
Andy gonna try and get a soft to go
Crash is going to the super soft. So. Playing it safe.
However, that does put both Rebels together on track. I mean, all these two like to play around once in a while, so... Is there gonna be some fireworks happening? If people want to keep our back to try at this lap. He's closing. He's definitely closing.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, it's done before the end of the straight. Okay. That seemed easier than what it should have been, but...
I have a feeling that Ox may have been energy saving.
I think he knows that he got 12 seconds penalty. So.
JB's back in front of Rovers.
Tico has to pull away, otherwise Remco, Sek and maybe even Andy will finish in front of him.
I was like, if you're Rivers, do you just stay behind JB to the end now? Or do you try and get past him? I mean, he's got a lot less penalties than JB.
Well,
oh, he has one left.
Well, looking at it, I'd say Rovers has got 4 points in the bag. And penalties depending, he could find himself getting a few more.
Actually, what
if Andy has to pit still also.
Press has got past you can do the turn one.
I think there were some team orders with that. Overtake.
Matt Claus just laying it on the admins today because now he's mentioned that Joe Burns is really doing well today. And Matt Claus wonders why he gets so much stick in the chat. Bring it on yourself, mate. I can't do anything. I mean, Zach's up to 5th. I mean, he dropped all the way back out to 10th when he lagged out. It's been a great comeback drive so far.
Since Tico took also there falling behind from collectors near 10 seconds already.
The PlayStation looks like they turned the wick up, but like he's still got a full ERS. I honestly don't know how you boys keep all your ERS. I use all of mine in like lap 1 and then just save for the rest of the race.
Yeah, he just has to cruise back to the finish line and that's it for him.
Academy is closing in on Joe Burns, but I think Joe Burns has still got to stop the mix.
JB with another penalty, so
that JB penalty will reverse Revers and JB on track.
Ox picks one up.
That's JB's second and Revers only got one so far. So Revers fan club, keep it up, he's still doing well.
getting me close to Joe.
So let's pick up another penalty. Hasn't been Joe's best race since he had that contact. And Brand has fallen a long way behind Chicken Guy now, it's 6 seconds. Oh, Cat's gonna get away straight. Joe's not fighting it, really. Oh.
I mean, Joe's been on those super softs for 13 laps, so I'm surprised he's got much grip left to fight with.
Yeah, I think he's
Oxox got past Tico in the last corner.
on the ultras.
Tico went wide in the penultimate corner and goes for the overtake once again. Turn 1.
Ox with a switchback.
Aaron's gonna be moist. Oh,
what happened to Tico?
Where's Tico gone?
Is that his steering wheel glitched once again or not? Went straight, so.
But there was no deviation, and that looked awful like the Felipe Massa crash when he unfortunately had a spring hit him on the helmet. There was no deviation in that line whatsoever.
Did this also happen in France or not? When he went straight.
Yeah, that's what got him in France. Yeah.
Revers Revenge currently in 7th place with Co-Andy still to make a pit stop and JB having 1 penalty more than 5th could be on the cards. Could this be Revers saving grace as a race and keep him in Div 1? Joe Burns is pitted under upper socks. And the pink tires go with the pink helmets. The battle's on track. There isn't any at the moment, it's sort of died down a bit.
Co-Andy pits.
Matt Hall suggests that Brett is catching Revers really quickly.
I just asked Tico what happened and his steering wheel glitched once again, so.
I want to stick with my pad with all these wheel issues, I mean, she hasn't let me down yet, so.
I have to get one for next week at least. So. As Plexus is winning this race.
Oh, Ravers.
Oh, Ravers with a penalty.
It's very unfortunate for him.
Well, there's still 6 laps left, and I'm sure we'll see more penalties in those 6 laps.
Remco's pulled the gap down to DRS range to Oxox.
Matt Corset is catching Ravers really quick. He was 6 seconds behind him a few laps ago. It's now under 4 seconds. So.
Tapping yourself outside with Brand. On the outside at turn 12. Minutes 2. Drubbern's only 17 seconds behind anyone else. So he's not going to be happy today.
And he has to save some fuel. Not the best way for me here.
He's actually 4th, only 2.5 seconds behind Remco. After his disconnect, this is been a fantastic drive from him.
Yeah, and he's catching Remco.
And he's got full ERS. Like, how? Just
And he didn't get any penalty with Remco having 2 penalties and Ox also having 2 penalties, so he's currently on P2, I think. Yeah.
Again, Remco seems to pull 2 to 3 tenths on the back straight, but then lose it again in the end of the middle sector. So obviously running a little bit lower wings than Ox. Wendy is now on the back of Chicken Dude with threshold for soft tyres. Jacob. Okay. Wendy's doing very well, but loses front way. He's picked. I would have waited until the main straight, but he's gone up the inside at the last corner. There's some banter going on in the chat between Goikart and Matt Cause. Oh, that's always fun. Goy coming in. Fingers crossed Ravers can hold on to his Matt Cause, then changing it to bottle, because Matt Cause bottles everything. Matt Cause grabs a beer while giggling about having 50 times as many points as Goy. Goy put the same amount of championships, which is touche. I agree with him on that one. And City Posh bringing it back to normality, saying that penalties will be interesting at the end. Look, I think like one of the races last week or the week before, I don't think the finishing order is going to be where anybody's going to actually stay.
Well, I think the only man guaranteed of keeping his position is Plexits.
Yeah, no penalties for him.
Hey, boys, Remco is now in DRS for engine off, so
he's under absolutely no threat, Plexits. He will be very happy with his result of today.
I mean, it could get awkward if anyone decides to interview him. I mean, I don't know how that's going to go now. But
nah, I'm just gonna let one of you guys do it again.
Gap between Rivers and Crest at 1.7, as Matt Cause suggested.
Team Ravers have an interesting way of motivating their driver.
I was going to say that. I mean, we've got prediction Ravers to bottle it in the wall, but then saying Team Ravers and then Guy saying Team Wall, so it is interesting to say that it's
some bad news for the Ravers fan club, I think. With Crash getting so close and not having any penalty. With the Ravers having 2 penalties.
I think Ravers is going to be good if he picked up that second penalty. I mean, obviously JB's pulled away from him now, but I know he doesn't like picking up penalties at the best times. So. And also has pulled back out of DRS range from Rimco, so I don't know what's happening. So we've got another one with wall ravers. I mean, he's going to have this many hashtags at this rate, he's going to be collapsing under all these hashtags.
Could that be why his pace has dropped off its added ballast? Underneath all those hashtags.
Oh, Brand's picked up another one. I can't imagine Brand's going to be very happy with his race. I mean, he started P6, I think? And he's down to 11th now. No, he didn't, he started 9th, okay, get your facts right. Slap yourself in the face, okay.
Brand starting with P9.
I mean, Joe's caught 10 seconds up in the 5 laps he's been on those tyres. Cress in DRS range now.
I believe that the Rivers fan club might be turning on Raven by looking at the chat. Oh, okay, it was his brother ripping it to pieces, so that's fine. Get away with that. Just somebody watching it back for him, your brother said you were shite, and I can say that because it's past 9 o'clock. Oh, there you go. I think it's
Brand is ready.
It was odd to pit with 2 laps to go. No. Ravers is sliding about now on those soft tyres.
Maybe you should go for the 4th lap.
I thought Ravers was a little fight for this against Price.
Remco's closing in on the Oxox, the final lap.
Yeah, Ravers doesn't fight it, let's crash go. There's you got Kawandi coming fairly quickly on the ultras off tyre. However, Plexit started his final lap.
If Remco wants to finish ahead of Ox, he has to overtake him on the straight, I think. With the same amount of penalties they have. Both 6 seconds.
I know it's a last lap, but I think Plexit has been getting bored because he's now in overtake the ERS, so he's trying to get fastest lap because he's that bored. Okay. So
He's trying to bot us.
Oh, and he's got the gap down to 6/10. Ravens is going to be vulnerable down the straight.
Oh, he's doing it for the straight.
Ravens don't work. There's no DRS. Oh, the Plexit. Is it the last corner?
Yeah, very dominant drive for him.
Yeah, he's done everything he needed to do tonight.
He wins the race. The championship goes down to the last round.
Now I have to race next week.
Yeah, Plexit needs to source himself. Dutch needs to source
Check will
himself
finish
a
in
wheel.
P2 now. Yeah.
Oh, Zach in a second.
Oxox the final spot on the podium.
JB coming on 5th. With penalties, where's it gonna leave? Oh, Rivers with a 5-second stop ball in the last corner.
And an insured stop go. Chicken guy jumped him as well.
I was gonna say that 5-second might be appealed if it was.
No. Maybe it's got removed by the stewards.
Yeah. So now Rivers in 9th. Cat with a final point in 10th. Joe Burns finishing all the way down in 11th, so he's looking very happy. Ryan coming on the last corner. I don't know if he got past the top or not.
And this is actually the first time the McLaren didn't got any points in a race. The whole team. With Tico DNFing and I'm in commentary.
I mean, Zach's managed to pull out P2 when he disconnected, so I mean, it's been a fantastic comeback. Four drivers without penalties. Both Red Bulls, Chicken Dude and Cress, and Zach and Plexits.
That was very dominant from Brexit once, yeah, I said.
Oh. I think there'll be a lot of people not happy with how their race turned out today, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
What's up?
Race winner does a party. Remco turns up. And it was Ox, wasn't it? Who was fifth? It was Cress, wasn't it? Was it? Don't know. Just watched the rest and I can't remember. Is Ox going to turn up? I'll let you be the judge, decide whether he's going to turn up or not, and whether you want to invite Cress or.
Well, I'm just messaging him.
Thanks, Peteman, for the nice words about commentary. Much appreciated. Do you reckon we should start our interview process and see if it...
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'll invite Chris. Right, we'll start with the race winner. Plexic, you've done everything you needed to do tonight to ensure the championship goes down to the final round in Brazil. It looked like a fairly straightforward drive with the battles that were going on behind you. Did you manage to keep your focus for that race?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes it was pretty hard because then I would get like a bit too aggressive on the throttle, and then I would almost lose the car. But for the rest of the race, I was just keeping my head straight and just trying to focus and not get penalties. Yeah.
So, knowing that Dutch wasn't racing tonight and you needed to pick up the full score, was there any? Did you go into this with any added pressure on yourself, or was it just business as usual?
No, not really, because I just take it as usual. Just try to get pole and try to get to win.
So, going into Brazil, what are your feelings about Brazil? Is it a good track for you, or?
Yeah, it's a pretty good track for me. I find myself being pretty consistent. Not that bad of a pace, so.
Okay, so we could see a bit of a battle going on next week then, should Dutch be able to sort his wheel issues out.
Yeah, I hope so. I
have to buy a new one.
Well, we will look forward to that next week, and in the meantime, well done tonight, and thank you for making the most of the opportunity given to you.
Great job, Plexic. Strong race
from
you. You dominated always.
Thanks.
All right, and it's me, right? Oh, you think I'd remember it now? I've done enough of it, but I'm going to guess there's a little bit of.
Penalties, and Zach got back at me, and Oxox of course also jumped me. So yeah, not too happy with it. Could have been a P2, should have been a P2. Yeah, it is what it is, and I think I've just solidified myself the P4, so I'm pretty happy with that. So.
I was gonna say that those couple penalties cost you more or less everything tonight. I mean, it's unlike you to pick up penalties. Was it just tyres just not working for you today, or was it just?
Nah, it's just focus. To be honest, this wasn't focused during one lap. Like in the fourth lap, I think in lap 4 I got 3 warnings, just a penalty, and in one lap the same thing. So yeah, there's just a lack of focus during one lap, and then that's what cost me today.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but like I say, you probably secured 4th in the championship now, so.
Yeah, no one can catch me now since Tico DNF'd. Don't know what happened to him. He just probably lost his wheel again because he just went straight on. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. Yeah,
so, I mean, going to Brazil, does that mean it's just all the pressure's off now? So you're just going to go and win it, or?
Well, I want that full wet race once. I've been begging for it, I've been praying for it, but nothing happens. So yeah, Brazil. Yeah, I'm hoping for some rain. Yeah, and that's it. So no pressure anymore, which I also didn't really have the last couple of weeks, since I was pretty okay with the P4, and I knew that the top 3 were too far away. So, yeah, it's okay.
And I mean, we're coming to the back end of the championship now. How do you feel your championship season has progressed through the year? I mean, do you think it's gone well? Do you think it's?
Yeah, I think it's gone better. I've gotten a better understanding of setups, and I've been more consistent with penalties, which I haven't been last season. So, and yeah, I've just been really consistent and making no mistakes. I don't think I've ever had a wing change in this season. I think together with Dutch, I haven't had a DNF or yeah, I think so. So yeah, it's just much better than last season, which I've learned from.
You're just actually the best of the rest for this season, actually.
Yeah,
So
kind
that's
of.
the right
Yeah,
way to
when you include Sec in the top 3, then yeah, I guess.
Well, so you've had a great run in this season. I mean, I tipped you for the title, but it hasn't come to fruition because Dutch has just been Dutch.
Yeah, he's just been in a whole different league with Plexus.
But no, it's been another decent race today. So thank you for putting on the show and congrats on the 4th place.
Thanks.
Then we move on to Ox, I think. Ox, are you happy about this race? How it went with the battles you had with Remco at the end and Tico most of the race?
Well,
how do you feel about it?
I have to say P3 is more than satisfactory. So I've been waiting for this for so long, and finally I get the results. So I'm very happy. Also, yeah, like you said, I had great battles with Remco did try to catch me, but it wasn't quite enough in the end. And then I was happy with my battles with Tico. He put up a good fight, and it was clean mostly, and yeah, just respect to Tico. Unfortunate to see him retire.
Congrats on the P3, and think were you scared about Remco catching you and maybe overtaking you with the same amount of penalties you had, or were you confident enough to keep it in front of him?
Well, basically, when I saw that Tico crashed, I knew this was it. I just had to be on the podium, and at first I wasn't really scared. I was confident that the gap would stay the same, but then I made a couple of mistakes here and there, and the gap came down to a second and less. But in the end, I just drove so well that he didn't catch me.
Nice. Congrats on the podium, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, well, as you're here, Dutch, we'll just conduct a small interview with you. So, you've seen Plexit keep the championship alive, and even going into next week, the ball's still in your court because Plexit still needs a max score. He still needs Poland to win. So, what's the feeling going into next week? Should you be able to get into the race?
Yeah, I have to try and race on my own and not worry about too much about Plexits. Of course, he will be quick, and I hope he will battle a lot. I just think just keep it on track and finish, and that's enough, I think, for me. Because I think if I finish, I can get in the points. Only 1 or 2 points is enough for me.
I think even if Plexit does take pole, a P9 will secure it.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope to get it done next week. I really hope that this week was gonna be it. But after my steering wheel died 1 hour before the race starts, I wasn't that sure anymore. So still happy. I will be fighting for the championship next week in Brazil. So looking forward to it.
Alright, well, we hope you can get a wheel for next week, and we thank you for joining us tonight.
No problem, man.
So that wraps up Div1 for another week. So we've got the season finale next week in Brazil. Tomorrow night we've got Div2 racing round the USA. It's a similar situation to tonight really. CJ can clinch the Div2 title as long as his nearest challenger Tomo doesn't get pole position.
And the win.
And the win, yeah, he needs a max score. And yeah, a couple of more promotion places could be secured tomorrow night, should results go the right way. So could be a big night in Div 2 tomorrow. So join us at 8 o'clock, same channel. Thanks for watching.